Hi, Aries. Welcome. So, Aries, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. I am time stamping this January because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so truly this can resonate whenever you find it, right? I just trust that when you find it, that's when it's for you. So let's jump into it, Aries. Oh my gosh. The energy feels so much lighter to me than it did when I was doing the December readings. And I posted this on my tarot Facebook. If you don't follow me there, go follow me there. I go live there as well. I felt such an energy shift from December 31st to January 1st. And I know that sounds cliche, like New Year, new me, blah, blah, blah. I don't typically even set New Year's resolutions because I feel like it's all in the brain. There's only here and now, right? I do set daily resolutions though. But I actually did feel a shift in the energy. So you may have felt that too. It went from like a very sluggish, slow retrograde. Honestly, we ended December in a retrograde. And then when January 1st hit, which was the day we came out of the Mercury retrograde, like it was palpable. You could feel it. So you may feel that as well. So as I feel called to talk about it in your reading, you may feel a lift in your spirits. You may feel more clarity. Your body might feel lighter. Etc., especially as we go into these first few weeks of January. And interestingly enough, when I was meditating for you, I got a song, and it's such a random song, but I don't even know what the title to it is, but the lyric is, come a chameleon. I don't know the words either. I just know that piece of it. And for some reason that kept coming through. You may resonate with that song. You may randomly hear that song. And or to me, I take it to signify what a chameleon does. A chameleon is one of the most adaptable creatures out there, right? So it's the spirit of adaptability, adapting to your environment, adapting to your new circumstances, Aries, and just kind of going with the flow of that. What's interesting is I did have a card pop out, but I also saw at the bottom of the deck, your card was theirs. I have Aries Scorpio energy here. You could be connecting with Scorpio or have that in your chart, and or it's just simply the influencing vibes. So it's like getting back into the saddle again, feeling like yourself a little bit more than maybe you probably have been. But it's interesting with this energy here because it's all about transformations, intensities, passion, change, endings, beginnings. Sometimes on a lower level scale, this can be destructive energy. So be careful about self-sabotaging type of mentalities. It can also be manipulative. It can be compulsive. So be careful, Aries, with how you're directing your focus. Leave the impulse out of it. Hard to do as a fire sign, I know. Because you're kind of built on that instinct. But right now they're asking you to kind of lean back a little bit from that. Chill out. Let things come to you a little bit more. Be a little bit more relaxed in your decision making, especially when it comes to a partner, but also when it comes to your career sector. So don't be jumping on the first good idea because there might be more good ideas coming that you don't know about. Weigh things out carefully. Don't jump to conclusions, things of that nature. So let's get into it more and see what we have coming through for you, Aries. You have Beyond the Illusion. Wow, holy cow. Somebody said, Dana, you need to get a bigger table so that your cards don't fly everywhere. Y'all, this table is huge and it does not stop my cards from flying. I don't know if you can see it or if the camera does it justice, but my table's pretty big. I would have to have a table that spans the whole room to not have any cards fly because my cards are always all over the place. Anyways, yeah. Gotta love it. Okay, so you have the card of change and beyond the illusion. And I was just saying, like, isn't that crazy? I was just talking about specifically those two energies, and the cards came out to verify. And then you have comparison, silence, and we are the world. So there's definitely something that's coming to completion here, or that you're connecting the dots on during this time frame here, Aries. It's better to keep your composure, okay, than to lose your ish, all right? We think that we're showing dominance or power when we lose our ish, lose our temper, assert ourselves. But actually, it's quite disempowering, because you often later regret, you know, the things that are said or the things that are done. And that's that impulsive nature they're asking you to pull back on. Also, if there's any comparisons going on, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I can't unsee this. I'm trying to stay concentrated, but I'm looking outside and I see somebody walking and they look drunk to me. I'm sorry, there's a window behind the camera. I might have to pause this. Like, what in the world? Sorry, so bizarre. There's somebody walking up my road and they're like weaving in and out. And it's like, I'm wondering if I should offer help. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Random. I decided not to go out there because they seem fine. I think they're just taking a walk, but I've never seen anybody walk and look like they're falling at the same time. So they seem to be all right. I'm gonna leave them about their business. Anyways. I wonder if I should cut this out of the video, but like, whatever. I mean, I don't believe in random coincidences, so I'm gonna leave it here. If nothing else, a good laugh. Anyways, they're fine. That person is fine. Okay. So the other two cards were change and beyond the illusion. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that there may be some changes, big changes, big shifts going on energetically for you during this time frame. And there's something you're definitely not seeing that you will be seeing the truth of. So let's see what else we've got in store for you, Aries. Sorry, guys. It's just, I wish I could record this person. They're almost gone now, but I really don't like to record strangers. And to be honest with you, it makes me cringe when like people on Facebook and TikTok like take videos and pictures of strangers. Because I feel like it's a violation of privacy. If I want to be on camera, I want to be aware of it. You know what I mean? Like, I would be mortified if somebody put me walking on their TikTok and I don't even know who they are. Yeah. So I try not to do that to other people. But I should have turned the camera around so you guys could have seen how erratic this person was walking. I've never seen anything like it. Anyways, okay. Ooh, I wasn't ready quite yet, but here's the cards out. Ten of Swords, Page of Swords. What else do we have for Aries? Let's shift it to Aries. And the Hierophant. So there's something here that's causing you to change your viewpoint or your belief about something or someone. There is like, I feel like the skeptical nature coming through here, Aries, from a prior issue. Hold on a second. Sorry, I want to make sure I get this message right. It's like something that you had been through in the past, you've taken as a lesson, but in a way, it's also created like skepticism within you, which is what happens when we take a lesson and turn it into trauma or a baggage. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to explain this. It's like good to use your discernment, Aries, based off of what you've been through in the past as a reference, right? But they don't want you to over compare to your past, because sometimes, you know, especially if you've been through something quite painful, it'll cause you to look for the problem in your current situation, or set you up to worry about something replaying or returning into your life. And as I've told you guys several times before, no matter how practical it may feel to think that way, it does not serve you, because where your attention goes, energy flows. The universe does not hear, I'm thinking about this because I don't want it to happen. It just hears what you're thinking about. And the more you think about something, whether it's good or bad, the more likely you are to manifest it into your life. You know, because that's how law of attraction works, right? So there's that fine balance there between like taking the lessons from the past, but not bringing the baggage with you, not over comparing your current circumstance to your past circumstance, you know, like your current boss to your prior boss, your current partner to your prior partner, you know, your current life situation to, it's difficult not to compare, but they're saying the more you can steer away from that and accept whatever's happening to you as a brand new experience, the more it will feel like a new experience, and the more you open yourself up to a different outcome through your trained expectations. So let's see what else. Two of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Okay, hold on a second. There's also a message here about betraying trust. I don't know if that's a fear that you're having of someone betraying your trust or something like that, or if it's an actual reality. But again, if you over focus on your fear, guess what? It'll become your reality. There's something here that is changing your perspective on something as well. There seems to be like a little bit of a back and forth in the energy, a little bit of up and down. But there's also inspiration here. And yet there's something holding you back. There's something slowing this down here. And I don't know if it's the skeptical attitude here or a fear of something, but I have an inkling that that has something to do with that. Oh, okay, and that's what they were saying earlier about be careful with the self-sabotage, because sometimes we sabotage our current situation through our mind by comparing it in a negative way to a prior situation over and over again, or fixating on that. Yeah, and that's what's happening. So let's see then what else. What do you need to know then? Ah, the Seven of Swords. There's definitely something funky going on here. Two of Swords, Knight of Cups. What is the seven? Yeah, some of you are kind of on the fence about something or someone because of a prior situation or trust issues or a fear of betrayal, something about that, or the other person may be feeling that way about you, Aries, but there's some sort of comparison going on. And it's like, you're also having a hard time, I feel, trusting your instincts on this one, because you're of two minds about it. It's like, is it paranoia or is it intuition? Like, there's like this back and forth. There's also a level setting going on within the situation. And there is clarity coming in, and that's what I got at the beginning of the reading, that there is something that there's currently an illusion around, or you don't have all the information on just yet, but you will be getting the information, and it's going to help you to get off the fence, because I feel you being on the fence about something. They're actually giving me the title of the last reading I did. Some of you, this is involving a Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn in your chart, maybe go listen to that reading. And the title of the Capricorn reading was called The Intruder and the Psychic. I don't know where I come up with these titles, but that's the title. So if there is lies going on, if there is the wool being pulled over someone's eyes, the truth is coming here. Just hold your horsies, they're saying. Don't jump into action. Don't assume. Don't assume before you have all of the facts. Okay, remember, that was the guidance at the beginning. Don't impulsively move into something or think, you know, you're gonna like proactively get ahead of this. It's like they're saying all good things in time. All things will be revealed in time. No need to freak out. Nothing too serious going on, they're saying. In fact, you're overthinking something more than what it actually is. Okay? And I don't know why I'm being like encouraged to soothe you around this, but it's like some of you are kind of holding yourself away from truly like investing or committing yourself, whether that be to the place you live, your job, your partner, whoever, because you're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, or you're waiting for more information, or I don't know, like you're waiting to feel something out. Now, it does end on the Knight of Cups, which is moving forward and emotionally moving forward. But it's weird because it's like you're not giving yourself enough time to really flesh this out. There are still some unknowns here. There's still something that is not fully revealed yet. So again, what is this? What is the Knight of Cups? Hold on a second. Okay, so the first thing I got was the onlooker. There is another awareness around whatever you have going on. I feel like this is through another person. There's an onlooker here. But I actually feel like this is a good thing because this person is seeing what you're not seeing. So say you have a friend come to you or a third party, I don't mean like in a cheating scenario, but say you have an onlooker come into your life and try to open your eyes to something. Don't be so quick to poo-poo it, I guess. Because maybe they're seeing something objectively you can't see. Sometimes it's hard to see ourselves, you know, because we're so immersed in our own ish that sometimes it's difficult to pull ourselves back far enough to see the bigger picture or to see the truth of something, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying rely on strangers, you know, to show you the way. Always go within, always feel it out. In fact, you're being asked to slow down and feel this out, but they want you to take heed, though. If there is somebody on the outside looking in that has good intentions, they also have good advice. Sorry. Oh, my gosh. Why can't I get that out of my mouth? Anyways. Yeah. So, I do feel like clarity is going to come to the situation. I'm so interested to do the love reading. Now, some of you, this is to deal definitely with a love partner, but it could be things coming to light in the family, at work, whatever. Apply it how you like. But I did hear it's not a big deal in the long run. So I don't want you to leave this reading like feeling like you gotta have your guard up or being worried or something like that. Like, no. Spirit's got your back. Also, somebody else is aware, and there's an awareness here that's being brought to you. Anyways, every relationship I establish is eternal. And it says, why do I want the relationship I want? Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of the positive aspects of those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with relationships, and just focus on that. So, wow. Interesting guidance card to go along with the reading. Definitely interested in going into the you versus them. So let's hop right into it. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. So Aries, now we're going to go into the you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Excuse me. Keep in mind it's a general reading. That means the roles can be reversed. Flip it if you need to. Don't make it resonate, guys. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not your reading. If it does, great. Let me know in the comments down below. And let me get a drink of water real quick because I am choking. All right. So you have the card of understanding, and this person has the card of stress. So this is the third card I've gotten out about going beyond the illusion, understanding the big picture of something. So I really feel that coming through for you. Sometimes this can also feel like compassion, compromise, coming to an understanding about your situation or about this person is truly what's going to set you free. As weird as that sounds. Now, this person seems to have a lot on their plate, a lot going on. They have the card of stress, which is literally meaning that they may have a lot of stress going on in their life right now. So let's see. Okay, and then I also got that I heard the ball's gonna pop after the ball drop. Are the bubbles gonna pop? Like, see this person is balancing on a balloon and there's a monkey who's about to pop this balloon and everything comes tumbling down, right? So I feel like either they're skating on thin ice or they're just juggling a lot, and it's got to come down. Like the facade has to come down. Things have to come to some sort of crescendo in order for them to improve. Let's see what your recent past is, how you see each other in the now, how you both feel, and most likely outcome. So 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Aries. The first message that I got was to do without, something about what I would do without you. What I would do without. I don't know what I would do without you. I don't know if that's something you endearingly say to this person or they've said to you. But take it or leave it, that specifically came through. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles here. So I feel like some of you, it's two opposite energies. One energy is talking about being patient, investing your time and energy. And the other energy, the other card is talking about being without, lack, loss, feeling lost. So I don't know if you're going back and forth between those two moods or two energies, or what this is about, but there seems to be two very different ways that you feel here. So let me see this person's recent past. Nine of Cups and the Empress. So I feel like this person has been prioritizing mostly taking care of themselves, taking care of their money, taking care of their body. They may be juggling a lot of different things. This could be what's stressing them out. They need to take some time to relax, to take better care of themselves. And I feel like their body and their life is showing this to them because there is tension in their energy. But I feel like until that tension becomes bigger, they may not heed that warning, right? You know, your body and your emotions will warn you when you're getting ready to go off the rails. And how does it do that? At first, it does it through just not feeling quite as good as you should be feeling. And then it'll creep in with feeling more lower level thoughts and therefore emotions. And then it'll creep in with feeling a bit more tense, maybe. You'll start to feel a little bit of tension, a little bit of change in your body, fatigue. And now you're tired all the time. You know you're off track. And then it'll progress, whether into an actual situation blowing up or a physical ailment or whatever. Like, there's warning signs along the way. That's why I hate when people say, like, oh, it just came out of the blue, I didn't see it. No, it came out of the oblivious, but it did not come out of the blue. If you don't know the importance of your emotional guidance system and you don't heed those initial warnings, yeah, it probably does seem like it came out of nowhere, but it didn't. It didn't. You got warning signs. You'll always get warning signs. Pay attention to them. All right, let's see how you're seeing this person in the now. This person is getting warning signs as well. Nine of Cups. Four of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Holy cow, I did not want this many cards. Okay. So it's interesting here because I feel like you're really, right now, needing to dedicate or are dedicating your time to feeling good, to being around people that make you feel good, to putting your time and your energy into what feels prosperous to you, making decisions that are in your highest good, looking to the stars. I felt this in the spiritual reading, this light energy coming through for the collective that's bringing clarity and hope again back to all of us, thank goodness. So I feel that coming in for you, and they're giving me the song Lucky Star. Aren't you a lucky star? I don't even know what that's from. But how it comes, it's funny because I asked for how you see this person, and what came out is how you're seeing like yourself or your own life situation. So I don't know if like you're not even paying attention to this person for some of you, and or if it's just that's not where your focus is. Your focus is really more on self and everything else kind of falling into place after that, which is fine. And I think that's not unreasonable, and I don't think it's unhealthy. I feel like if this person is going to contribute to your success, to your feeling good, to, you know, your overall like well-being, I think you'll entertain it. If not, you won't. Let's see this person, how they're perceiving you. Judgment, the Seven of Cups. They got a decision to make here. Page of Wands. Oh. I keep crawling back to you. I think that's a lyric from a song. Or crawling back. That was random. Yeah, see now this person, why am I itchy all of a sudden? This person is, they're questioning some things. They're questioning themselves in a way. They're trying to figure this out, you know, how to move things forward or if they should move forward. I feel they feel inspired in that direction, but they also feel caught up in something else, or I heard caught in the crosswires. There is some sort of fixation or overthinking or obsession that this person has that they're needing to break, okay? Could be addictive behaviors or patterns as well. And I feel them having the inspiration to do just that. And it could be that what stresses them out is that very thing. And for some reason, this serves as a blockage, though, between you and this person or your connection. As it comes to how they view you, they're trying to figure you out. Or figure the situation out. They don't want to get sucked back into the negativity. I don't know if that was a problem between you and them, or just like in general, like in their life right now. They really don't want that. But, you know, that's what I said in the spiritual reading. You can don't want, but if you're focused on what you don't want, even with good intentions, you're still going to manifest what you don't want, because you get what you focus on. This person needs to understand that concept a little bit better. There's a form of self-sabotage going on, but it's unintentional. You know what I mean? Like, this person is like, I do not want that. I do not want that. I do not want that, whatever it is. And what they don't realize is every time they make that statement, every time they give their focus, every time they overthink it, every time they dwell on it, they grow the likelihood of it happening. So how do you get away from things that you do not want? Focus on what you do want instead. So if you know, for instance, like, I do not want to be cheated on, well, the more you fear that and the more you look for that, the more paranoid you become, the more distrustful you are, and the more likely you are to attract a partner that's going to cheat on you. Do you see how this works, folks? Okay, so if you know you don't want to be cheated on, this is just an example, although that could be this person's actual fear, but it came up as an example. If you don't want to be cheated on, then by proxy of knowing what you don't want, you know what you do want. So what you do want is a loyal partner. So if you focus on what would that feel like if I had a loyal partner? Well, first, what would it feel like if I was that loyal partner? I would be trusting, I would be loving, I would be faithful, I would be relaxed, I would feel safe, I would feel secure. And if they're able to conjure up that vibration, then the universe is going to match them up with a loyal person. I feel exhausted after that. I know this reading is about you, and maybe you took something away from that, but that advice was for your cross watcher. But yeah, I felt called to talk about that. Okay, let's go into how do you feel about this person. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, how do you feel? Six of Cups. Ooh, child. Maybe you needed that advice too. You may not have the same fears as this person, but it is showing up, and it showed up in the spiritual reading about focus. You both have the Devil. Ooh, Capricorn. Oh, some of you, go watch the Capricorn reading. I don't even care if you don't have any in your chart. I feel like you're going to resonate with that one. Anyway, Six of Cups. Some of you, it's because you're doing comparison. You're comparing something to the past or a past outcome that you didn't like, and it's stressing you out, and you're getting stuck there, and you're going back and forth with it. And so maybe you also needed to hear that example, right? Because I feel in your heart of hearts, even though your perspective seems to be very positive, like, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to do this, 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 this. If you don't figure out, though, what's going on really, truly, deeply within you, though, it could sabotage this for you. So if you're thinking that, but also fearing, right, this perpetuation of a self-prophecy that you don't want to tell, which is something reoccurring from the past that really did a number here, and you worry about it enough or you fear it enough, then you make it a reality. So it's like, get out of your own way, Aries. Stop going back and forth on this. Focus on what you do want. Put, as cliche as it sounds, put your rose-colored glasses on. You know how to do this. And some people would say, well, should I just ignore, you know, okay. You know, these fears I have. And okay, here's Spirit. Spirit was, they want to make a differentiation. Let me get this out of my mouth. They're not asking you to ignore the reality of something. So if someone has already shown you that they are not lining up with what your expectations are, honor that. If you want it to change, though, you do have to change your perspective and or move away from the situation. If everything is hunky-dory and this person has not given you any evidence that any of your fears are founded in reality because they haven't manifested yet, you are ahead of the game. You're ahead of the curve. It hasn't manifested yet, which means no matter how much negative thought you've given it up until now, if you change your thought process now, right now, then you can change the outcome. Let's see this person's, how they're feeling. Justice. Page of Swords. Ace of Cups. What? So it's funny because I feel like you're over here like thinking positive, but there is something going on in the emotions that seems uncertain to me. And then this person is kind of undecided. You know, they're a little bit confused here as far as what they think, but what they feel is certain. You're like the opposite of each other. I feel like this person feels decisive. They feel interested. They feel loved. They feel open. Like this person is open to new ideas and to love and to exploring things and to learn new things and to feel more balanced. I don't feel them closed off in the energy. A lot of them have released their own demon here, or have moved past something that they once were very stuck on. So yeah, let's see where this is headed. What is the most likely outcome for Aries? You know, you can't fool the universe. And this was like a super hard lesson for me personally to learn. When I first learned about law of attraction, I was like, oh, I just got to say nice things to myself. You know what I mean? And I'll be great. But just like you can't fool yourself, you can't fool the universe, right? If you genuinely don't believe that you're abundant, say, no matter how many affirmations you do, no matter how many times you state that you're wealthy or abundant, you will not experience that because you really don't believe it. Can you trick yourself into believing something you don't believe? No. You know, like say I want a slimmer body, right? But I'm looking in the mirror every day and I'm not seeing that. Am I going to trick myself into believing that my body looks the way it doesn't? Hard to do. So it's not just about making positive affirmations and throwing them out there. You actually got to do the core work of discovering your own self-limiting beliefs and turning them on their head. So if I haven't had money in a long time and I'm saying positive affirmations that I have money, but the money isn't coming, guess what? I no longer believe, right? Which now I'm working against myself. So how do you convince yourself that you're wealthy? Well, you don't have to convince yourself you have a lot of money. You just got to convince yourself that you can feel wealthy and abundant without it. That you can feel that way without it. So what would it feel like if I was abundant? I would feel secure. I would feel stable. I would feel more confident, blah, 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 blah. And then practice the emotion that comes along with what you think it will feel like if you were to have the condition, and you will have the condition. Why am I going into all of this? I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I'm preaching to you. I firmly believe I only talk about things that whoever's viewing needs to hear for your benefit, no matter how it sounds. I say it with love. I say it with love because I'm still learning these things. I thought I was going to trick myself. And I started law of attraction at first. I was like, oh, I just got to say these nice things. Like, no, it's a little bit deeper than that. Anyways, 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Hangman. So I actually like this. So I feel like this is you getting more grounded here. I heard realistic. And it's through soul searching. Maybe you do need to hear, you know, these little tangents I'm going on. Like you're getting a different perspective about the situation. You're getting a higher level perspective, which is in turn helping you to make a decision here. Give me one more on the Hangman. All right, or 3. The Tower, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Holy crap. Okay, the first thing I got was internal combustion. Be careful with that. There's a big shift in the energy here. There's a big change coming through. Don't let your impulses or your temper get the best of you. Try to see it from the bigger perspective and go within. Aries, let me see this person's most likely outcome. Oh gosh, I got a whole book. All right, I'm going to read it exactly as it came out. Oh my gosh, this reading is so long. Okay, this is this person's outcome. I haven't seen all the cards. I'm just going to read it as it comes out. So I feel like there's a fear of walking away here. But actually this person feels quite comfortable with where they're at. So they're at an impasse, right? Because how do you change and stay where you're at the same time? They're needing to follow their intuition so that they know the best next right action to take and where to invest their time and energy wisely. And there is a karmic completion here. So this person is going to be successful in whatever they point in the direction of, but they need to stop stressing and fixating and open their heart a little bit more and feel the situation out. I feel like for you, there's a mixed bag going on. I feel you being of 2 different minds about the situation and kind of needing to flush that out within yourself. There's some soul searching coming in, seeing things from a different perspective, and then going from there, Aries. So let's see what the guidance is. Sorry, I'm going to pause again, but there was more around this one. Excuse my facial expression. I heard destroying an ego, destroying someone's ego. And it was like out of the blue. I thought I was done reading that card combination, but that's what it said. I don't know if like you're trying to intentionally like tear somebody's ego down, or somebody's doing that to you, or maybe you need to lower your ego a little bit, or this person, I don't know, there's something about that going on. It was out of left field, but I had to say it. Okay, so the guidance card says, by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Many of the relationships or experiences you attract, you would not have deliberately attracted if you had been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default. It's important to understand that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. And chronic thoughts about unwanted things invite or ask for that matching experience. The law of attraction will make it so. So really interesting. This is essentially what I was saying. This is what I went on the rant about in the middle of the reading. It's the exact same message. So funny how the cards brought that back to the forefront. And interestingly enough, that same guy that was like walking all crazy during the spiritual reading is back again. Well, hello. He must be doing a double lap. I'm not sure. Anyway. I'm going to leave it there for now, Aries. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in there with me for such a long reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with. First and foremost, Capricorn. Can't get away from that. But I also have Cancer here, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, and could be another Aries. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't yet, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media. All of it linked down below, as well as in the About section, where you can also find my donation link. For those of you who'd like to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.